Hello, Gerald Farms. How's it going? Waiting to get some people on the stream. Haven't gone live in like this in a few months. So, not expecting too many people. But I'm getting back into it, so see how it goes. Yeah, it's been raining a lot here. We've already got 10 inches of rain in January. Still muddy everywhere. Chickens are doing good. After they molt, they look the best, so they're looking pretty good. Oh, you are? It's pretty cool. Y'all are hosting it? I know a lot of people have been starting up their own meetups and hosting them and everything. That should be pretty good. What state are y'all in? South Carolina. There's a lot of people that live over in North Carolina and South Carolina that are in the homesteading niche. It's pretty cool. I'd like to go there one day. I'm in central Oklahoma, so pretty far away. Right smack center in the U.S. So we're having a pretty good day today. It's in the upper 50s, so it feels pretty good. Not any wind, or not much. We've just been getting rain nonstop. Wow. So you're coming from all over. I know they got the big meetup that they're doing this year. And people, they got like 200-300 people that go to that every year. And there's people that come from all over. had to take a little break from YouTube since it's been pretty busy and the weather's been pretty bad. But I like that the days are getting longer. Yeah, I've heard of that one. I know one that's not. They live like 20 miles down from me that are going to that. They're YouTubers. They have the big agriculture state fair, or not even a fair, it's a big state conference in Oklahoma. There's tons of people that go to that. It's pretty big every year. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Especially larger YouTubers that you would get to meet. I've been doing them 24/7 live streams, and they've been getting hard to do from internet issues, but I like doing these, so I'm gonna start them back up. Especially on a good day like today. Got some nice weather coming on this weekend. Yeah, they're pretty good to do for watch time and just good for the channel, I think. What I had in mind set up to do was stream during the day, and then I would loop it during the night, so it's not just a black screen at nighttime. I just did that on OBS software. But the problem I had is the internet would go down for like 30 seconds every night, and that caused problems. So mine's a little weird because on my analysis, I'm only about 100 watch hours away from 4,000. But when I go to the monetization page, it says I'm 1,000 away. And I don't have any unlisted videos or anything. They're all public. I'll try to contact YouTube about that, but they don't really have a contact system unless you're monetized. So I'm just kind of waiting, see if I do pass that mark, if it just is a glitch in the system, or they're just not counting some of my videos. And I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. I got 1.8 thousand or so. I'm going to try to incubate out some chicks this spring, and those live streams do really well. Last year I had a stream where I just put it on the incubator, and then it ended up getting like recommended on YouTube, and I had like 60 people in there. It was pretty fun. Yeah, I've seen that. I've went into some of those streams before, and you're getting like 20, 30 people in there sometimes. That's good. That's why I want to keep doing these consistently, since you have to do them for a long time before people find out your schedule. Because I used to do these on a schedule about a year ago. I did it every week for almost a whole year, every Monday and Wednesday, and I got it to where I was getting consistent growth in there. But then winter comes and you can't really do these because of the weather, so that kind of kills the momentum a little bit. I guess I could do them inside, but I like doing them out in the pen with all the chickens. But slow and steady. I think nighttime live streams are more popular too, since people aren't out doing things like they are during the day, or people that live stream early in the morning. Those have some good growth to them. That's why I'm waiting for the sun to come out later, or go down later. So I do these a little later. In the middle of the summer, the sun sets here about 9 o'clock. 8:30 or 9. Been pretty busy lately too. So I'm gonna start picking these videos up, try to record as much as I can. Recorded 2 of them today, because I'll be working all this weekend. Which I wish I wasn't, because the weather's gonna be so good too. Right now I'm streaming with the iPhone 11, and it's got a good field of view. Because the last time I did these streams, I did it with iPhone 8, and it did have wide angle lens, and I like that a lot. The camera I did for the 24-hour, you could do it with a phone, but I did a Nissan, oh, I forgot the name. It's like a Nissan D3000, something like that. It's a good camera, and you can buy some on Amazon for a pretty decent price. Some of them are way overpriced though. I know one YouTuber that does 6 24-hour streams simultaneously. They're in Canada too, and they got like $12,000 worth of just live streaming equipment, which is crazy. And the internet you have to have for that, which is good for me, because we just got 5G. We got a tower put right beside us, so I'm getting 100 upload speeds. So it's pretty good. When we first moved out here, the internet was pretty bad, but just put a tower up, so it's good now. And you can also technically live stream with a GoPro 24-hour, just mount it up somewhere. I thought about doing that, but you have to buy really long cord. You already have to have the HDMI cord, but you have to have one for audio and battery, and the battery cord, so it doesn't rely on the battery, and the mic cord is expensive, so couldn't really use a GoPro. With the GoPro, you need... I have a GoPro Hero 5. With the GoPro, you would need a mount for it, and then a micro HDMI cable that would go into a computer somewhere on good Wi-Fi, which you can set up OBS for that, which is pretty simple to set that up software-wise. And then you would need a mic cord, because when I tried it with just the HDMI cable, it didn't transfer over the mic with the audio, because GoPros are kind of weird. So then you would lead that cord into the computer as well, and then mix that with the video through the software. Then you need a power cord to hook up to it, which is pretty simple. So as long as it wasn't in a hot summer day, then it might overheat a little bit. So I can't do 24/7 streams during summer, because it gets way too hot here. And I know if your cord isn't too long, a 100-foot cord is like $100 or $150. You can find some cheap, but you need a good one for it. And you can totally get rid of the HDMI and just have a transmitter that goes from outside to inside, but the weather could affect those, and they're a lot pricier. Yep, especially what you said you would do it for the next bottle calf you have. I think people like those a lot. Monitoring an animal like that. Surprised we're not getting any more people in here. Promoted a little bit on my Instagram page, but consistency's key, I guess. I'm gonna try to get some black giants, new breed of chicken I've never had. Okay, thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Try to catch your live stream on Sunday. gotten any more people in here. Hey, Van Farming Life, how's it going? Thinking about getting some more ducks for the pond this year. Wind died down a bit. It's feeling pretty good now. Egg production's starting to go back up now. I'm liking it since the days are starting to get longer, about 1.5 minutes every day. Sun's coming up earlier, and I think we're gonna have an early spring too, so chickens just should start getting into the groove of it again, and egg production is starting to go up again. So I can start selling eggs again. This is one of the worst winters I've ever had for egg production loss, and this winter has been pretty mild too. It's just that I have my main set of layers are getting up there in age, so their egg production, after they got done molting this last fall, it dropped off a lot. My main group of leghorns, they're 4.5 years old now, so they're definitely not going to be producing that many eggs this spring. But I do have a couple leghorns that are 4.5 years that lay every single day. So that's why I'm going to get some new batch of layers this spring so I can up the egg production back up. Yeah, they do. Whenever they molt yearly, which is usually in the fall, it's when they lose their feathers and they regenerate themselves. It's kind of like a snake shedding its skin, but chickens shed their feathers a little bit and they get new ones in, and they'll usually stop laying for a few weeks, or their egg production will slow a lot. But during the cold winter months and the hot summer, their egg production declines. I would say more it stops in the winter, but some years it'll be really hot and it'll go out in the summer. But if you get a good breed, for the most part, other than molting, they really don't take a big break. So if you got a good climate, pretty good. Hello, crazy cat. How's it going? How's your day been? Yep, chickens are looking good. This is one of the best times they look because they got done molting in fall, so they're fluffed up in the winter here. Oh, you're in Ireland? That's pretty cool. Here it is. What time is it here? It's 4:06 here. 4:06 p.m. Sun sets about. Right now it's setting about 5:45, 6. But the days are getting longer. Because in the middle of the summer, the sun don't set till about 8:30 p.m. I'm in Central Standard Time. It's 10 p.m. in Ireland. I'd like to go there one day. So what's the climate like there? What's your weather like right now? (10°C). That's about, what about like 50 here, Fahrenheit? So you're not that colder than us. I'd say I'm about probably 14°C. Feels pretty good though, with a little south wind going on, bringing in some warmer air for tomorrow. It doesn't get too cold here in the winter, but I'd say it gets probably at the most 10 degrees below freezing Celsius. Probably 10 to 15. Chick. Our summers get way hotter. Our summers get like 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. I think that's about right. It gets to up to 100 or 105 Fahrenheit. Some years aren't as bad as others. Some years we only get up to about 85, 90 Fahrenheit. It's probably about like 35 Celsius. Hey, what's up? Green Dream Project, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Weather is doing pretty good too, so finally getting some good weather here. Starting back up live streams, videos and everything. So it's been feeling pretty good. This weekend it's gonna be in the 70s. So you're getting a warm front coming in. The last couple weeks it's just been raining nonstop. It's pretty muddy out here right now. Already got over 10 inches of rain in January. Yeah, I think that's the perfect temperature. 70 degrees, maybe 5-mile-an-hour wind, or no wind at all. But even the 60s in the winter feels great, especially for here. We've gotten a little snow twice, but it didn't stick around that long. Haven't done one of these live streams in a long time, and YouTube did something where it took like all the moderators away. I don't know what happened. But I haven't done one of these live streams in a few months, so I'm gonna start getting into it. Do 1 or 2 every week, consistently, until we get some growth on them. Got a cat digging a hole in the chicken pen. Chickens and cats are working together to dig a hole that they both use. Then they go over to the neighbors and eat the horse food. Not recently. We did get rid of two, or not rid of them, but we sold 2 mini pigs from the pig that just had babies. So we got 3 piglets left. We're gonna keep one, so we have 2 pigs, but still got 2 to sell or give away. But this spring, it's looking like we're gonna get more chickens. Try to buy some and incubate some. And hopefully I get a hen that tries to sit on eggs and lays, because didn't have much luck with that last spring, but 2 years before that they did. Like 3 or 4 hens did it each year, spring before that. But I want to get black giants. It's a breed I've wanted for a while. Then I want to try to incubate out some Rhode Island Reds and Cochins. We're gonna have to rearrange where the brooder is, because right now the brooder is the pig pen house. So pigs are gonna have to move somewhere else, which they really won't need it in the spring when it warms up. Baby pigs are growing up fast. You have any animals, van farming life? I'm guessing you do. Since you got a tractor in the picture. Oh, lots of sheep. 25 cows, 10 chickens. We have a big agriculture section here around me, and really only thing you see driving down the road is fields of cows. And there's a lot of pigs here, and goats. Not very many sheep, but I'm guessing sheep's more popular over there too. I have about 80 chickens, give or take, including the ducks, so 80 birds. Got some wind coming through here now. we have chickens, goats, pigs, horses, ducks, dogs, cats. We'll be right back. I'm gonna get chicken's little snack. I think I'll get them here in a minute. Thank you. Yeah, I've been on YouTube for 3 years and a lot of informational videos I made. Trying to do more of those. They do pretty well. I started off with 5 chickens. Now it's grown quite a bit. Got the chicken's little snack here. Hello. Well, no, pronounce your name wrong. Motocross. Hello, Tom Tom. How's it going? Giving them a little food too because there's chickens in the other field. I want to get them out and block the hole. Since chickens and cats are working together, trying to do a little escape party. But how are you guys doing? Got a little breeze that picked up. Fed the chickens about an hour ago. Number one I'd say is probably hawks, owls, eagles, flying animals, and snakes, coons, foxes. We even have mountain lions out here. So there's quite a bit of predators for chickens. Because if, you know, you get a big snake, you get in here, it can snap a chicken in whole. Which, in a big flock, that really wouldn't happen because they'll work together. But I don't really have a predator problem. The only ones I've ever had trouble with is owls got like a whole flock of my ducks one time. But with chickens, I've had some disappear, but I think that's more of them wandering off than getting lost or just wandering off and then something getting them. But not really anything getting in their pen and getting them. But over here in America, we have quite a bit of predators, at least where I live around, for chickens. I'm sure I'm leaving out a couple of them. It's getting a little chilly out here now. Got a breeze that picked up. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. I'll have a video out tomorrow, and hopefully have a live stream next Tuesday. So I'm really trying to start these back up. So thanks for stopping by. I've been thinking about doing a stream of the chickens in the hen house. I think that'd be pretty good. Maybe even do a 24-hour one on there. Sun coming back out. pretty cool with the dark clouds and the sun. So I'll probably start doing these streams at least once a week for 1 to 2 hours. Hey, Fusion Sprays, how's it going? How are you doing today? Chickens are doing pretty good. Pretty good day today. That's good. 10 out of the 12 are laying. My egg production's starting to go up a little bit, since it was doing pretty bad, but starting to go back up again. What region do you live in? I think you've told me before, but since chickens are starting to lay more, since the days are getting longer, slowly, I'm gonna get some new layers, hopefully. Pick egg production up more. But it's finally going up here. Ireland. That's cool. I think we just had someone. Yeah, person that was just above you was from Ireland too. And I know someone else that used to be a regular that was from Ireland. Yep. The person that was just here from Ireland said it was about, what they say, 10 degrees Celsius. It's about that here right now. Actually, it's probably about 15 Celsius here. But we got a little south wind going on, so it don't feel that bad. One that was just here, this farmer, said they got a bunch of sheep and cow. We're a pretty large farming region. A lot of cows mainly. The largest producing cow farm, I think it's the largest, is about 30 miles away from me. And then they make a bunch of cheese and ice cream. Our winter's been pretty mild. The lowest temperature it's got to is not that, I think it got to 15 Fahrenheit, which is probably -5 Celsius, -10 Celsius. Not really good with the temperature conversions. I know them a little bit though. I've heard of them. I know one person who has like 10 of them. I've never had any, but recently, her and the hens, I mean, I've had just one duck before with my chickens, which I have a larger flock, but usually, in my experience, if you get a drake just for one female duck, they tend to overbreed them, which can ruin their feathers a little bit. But in other cases, if you get a good drake, then it'll be just fine. And you say, how many chickens do you have? You have 12, so I think it should be fine with them. But probably wouldn't hurt getting a drake. I don't think I would. But if you got a few more ducks, you definitely could, and that'd be good. I got too many drakes right now. That's why I want to get couple more ducks. The general consensus is like 1 drake for 5 or 6 females. And I have 7 ducks and 2 of them are drakes. Which I got 1 bossy female, so they don't mess with her. Right now I have pecans, mallards, and buff ducks, golden buffs. I think I want to get some Muscovy ones. Tell a little story. One day I came out here and there was just a random Muscovy duck on top of the barn, just chilling on top of the barn roof. And I'm guessing it was domesticated, but then not, because it flew here and then it just landed on the roof and it kind of chilled out in the chicken pen for a day, and it's here the next day. But then it flew off and never saw it again until about a month later it came back, and then it flew off the next day. Yeah, Tom there knows more about ducks than me. Probably. I've just had the problem with having too many drakes, and then they can kind of boss around the females too much, and then it's not really good for them, because they'll start laying eggs if you're trying to get the ducks to lay eggs, and stress them out a lot. But if you end up with a mean drake, they just aren't a good deal. Chickens think I have food. Yeah, they're loud, especially Muscovies. They are very loud. Pecans, though, are pretty gentle. I have a jumbo pecan, and she is just big. She's like 15 pounds, and that's my favorite breed, jumbo pecans. I've had a few of those, and that's one of the ones I have right now, and I like her a lot. She's went broody a couple times, and one time I almost got her to hatch out chicken eggs, and she was like 5 days off, and then she gave up. Yeah, if you get a big drake, bosses around skinny or just smaller ducks, they tear them up easy. Same goes with chickens. But my big jumbo pekin, she's the boss of all the ducks. She's the one over here. Got like this camera a lot. Got extreme zoom on it. I've heard that those are good pets, like friendly ones. There's another breed that's quiet. I forget the name of it. Yeah, usually the layers aren't very good mothers. Just like Tom said there. Like chickens, for example, leghorns, they almost never try to go broody or sit on eggs or anything. I've had a leghorn, out of all the chickens I've had, and all the leghorns, which is a lot, I've had one or two go broody and stick with it. I've never had one actually hatch out eggs. The best breeds for that, I would say, are the best mother breed I've had is the Americanas and the black Astrolopes. Astrolopes are great mothers. Along with buff Orpingtons, they're pretty consistent. I'm doing a video here soon about the best mother breeds. So Tom, if you're still in here, I know you keep up with 50 ducks in a hot tub a lot. So is he all the way done moving to, where was it, Venezuela, right? So he's out of Canada. I was a little surprised at first, since it's kind of sudden too. So what is he gonna do as a channel down there, like for YouTube? Yeah. So the ducks are still up there for just this year. Okay. So he'll move down there this year. there goes the sun. It's been pretty good cloud cover ever since I started the stream. This morning it was pretty sunny. But they're all getting pushed out of the way for it to be sunny tomorrow. My favorite breeds are the black astrolaps, the Americanas, the Rhode Island Reds, just since they're such good layers, and Buff Orpingtons. Red Stars are pretty good. They're pretty similar to Rhode Island Reds, except they don't lay, well, no, they lay pretty good, about the same. So those are my favorite. I like Cochins a lot. They're up there in top 3. They're the big fluffy ones. I just like how because they're so friendly, and they're pretty good moms too. My big fluffy one that I've had for a while, she goes broody every spring. But the black astrolapes, that'll be good if you get some breeding hens. And I have some Marins. They're pretty good. My top rooster is a black astrolape, and he is coming on almost 5 years old. No, he's almost 4.5 years old. This spring he'll be 4.5. He's still the top guy. He is getting a little up there in age, and you can tell, but all the other chickens respect him still. It's crazy how it works. Yeah, I've seen his streams on there, hosting from there, and on WhatsApp. That's pretty cool. So when everything gets moved down there, is he going to keep doing the ducks? I like the Polish chickens, fluffy head ones. They're kind of feisty though. I said, is he gonna continue the ducks when everything gets moved down there this year? I have had turkeys, and I've thought about quail before, but the problem with the turkeys is here in Oklahoma, there's a disease, and last spring I got a batch of 7 turkeys. They were doing great. I made them their own hen house away from the chickens and everything, and they were doing good for about 2 or 3 months old. They were getting pretty big, and then they just started dropping like flies. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure what happened, but I'm pretty sure it's a disease that they can get. I think it's called blackhead disease, something like that. And what it is chickens carry it commonly, and it doesn't affect chickens at all. They just have it. But if a chicken gets in contact with a rooster and the chicken has the disease, and then it's fatal to turkeys, and they'll just drop dead within a day. So I think that's what happened. I'm not 100% sure. It could be something else that they got. But as long as I have these chickens, I don't want to try the turkeys again because I don't want the same thing to happen. If I were to try again, then I would put them in our other field, and which is pretty disappointing because I've always wanted to have turkeys, and they're going up pretty good too. And turkeys are pretty pricey too. But if that didn't happen, then I'd probably have 7 hen turkeys and 1 tom turkey. Yeah, if the chickens have that disease, then it's lethal to the turkeys. Okay. So he's still doing some stuff. That would be good. So if one of y'all can check for me, can you guys see if the top quality of the stream is 720p or 1080? Because since last time I streamed on my phone, I've been doing the 24/7 streams not on my phone, and that will stream at 720p because I have it set like that because that's as much as a computer can handle. But I have good enough internet to do 1080p. 720, okay. They just put a 5G tower up here, and our internet has been fantastic ever since they did that. I'm getting like 100 to 150 upload speeds. But I think the limit just from streaming on a phone is 720. So yeah. 720 max. I wish YouTube let you change it. Because I don't see why not. Because I got the iPhone 11 Pro. That's what I'm using right now. And it's a great camera. And it could easily handle 4K streaming. Just the phone itself. Probably not in the middle of summer because it'd overheat, but YouTube don't have many options though. Now you can raise the quality if you stream from OBS. So I'll have a new video out tomorrow, just a little update video. And then next week, I'm gonna try to do 2. The top winter breeds and the top mother breeds. And maybe just another regular video. I was gonna make another video about the top breeds, but I already have 2 of those. The best winter breeds and best summer breeds. Sun came out, warming them back up a little bit. Yeah, I have quite a few roosters. I have, let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have 8 or 9. I think I have 9 roosters. And it's a pretty good amount for the amount of hens I have. But one of the roosters is just an old guy, and he don't breed them or anything. So I'd say 8 active roosters. Pretty good amount. Usually you want 5 to 10 hens per rooster, or around 7. So I could expand it 10 more hens without getting another rooster. 10 or 20. So I got about 70 chickens and then 80 birds, including the ducks. Dogs are going crazy over there. I'm gonna go check the egg production real quick. See how we're doing off today. I do sell their eggs. I don't sell the birds. I probably could if I wanted to. But I sell the eggs for $2 a dozen for, natural eggs and everything, which is pretty good because at Walmart you can buy a dozen here for $5 a dozen. And I just sell the eggs, yeah. Yeah, I saw that stream, and I didn't watch it, but I watched one that was before it that had all the landscape and everything, and it looks really nice there. House at the beach, too. That'll be really nice. Nice place to retire, too. Kind of get away from everything, get some peace. Guess is what he's going for. I have some roosters that look really good. This one that just ran across, he has ginormous feet. He's been clumsy ever since the day he was born. And he was born here. He was one of the hen's chicks. A lot of my good roosters were born here. I think that makes them the best too. Yeah, the place I sell them is 5 minutes in town from here. We live in right beside a really small town. About 5,000 population, and sell them there at our business. But yeah, people pay in dollars. It's usually slow in the winter months. It picks up a lot during the holiday seasons. So I guess people are using eggs. And then the highest is in the spring and summer, which is good because that's when they produce the most eggs. The highest point I've ever had is where I was getting 3 dozen a day, 4 dozen a day. Had almost all the chickens laying. So you can make some pretty good side money on there. It's not too good, but it's okay. I'd say it pays back in their food, or pays a little bit back in their food. The roosters, this is usually their quiet time. Their loudest time is around when I feed them, which was about an hour and a half ago, and in the morning, they go crazy. Especially when I feed them in the morning, all the roosters are crowing together. But we live pretty good in the country, so people around us have chickens too. There's even a llama farm down the road. They're not as loud as you think they'd be, though. At times, in the spring, when all the chickens are competing over one nesting box, which doesn't make sense, but that's what they do, then the hens are way louder than the roosters, because they're all laying eggs and they're squawking together. They can be super loud. But I'm coming up here on the hour 40 mark. It's a pretty good stream, and it's a little slow, but I'm gonna keep doing it consistently, and that'll grow it back up to where it was at one point. Yeah, if they're in a little coop, they go after each other and they're loud. If you had all these 80 birds and the size of a little pen to my right and their hen house, then they would be a lot louder. Because in this they have I'd say a quarter acre to half. Say a quarter acre pen, and they're pretty good on it. They like it. They're always spread out. They never have to shove into each other or anything. Pen's always good and open, so it works out pretty good. But coming up here, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I'm gonna do these as I can, as well the weather permits. Have a video out tomorrow, and just look out for the streams. I'm gonna try to get the 24 one back up, but internet's being a little difficult. It'll go out for 30 seconds in the middle of the night, and that'll cut off the stream. But thanks to everyone that stopped by, and I'll see you next time. Oh, before I go, ducks, they will lay in little nests I have for them at the bottom of the hen house. And sometimes they'll flap up into the chicken's nest. They usually don't, because they like to sit at the bottom of the hen house and lay. But I don't really have laying ducks. They're kind of just for the flock. They don't really lay them up much, but when they do, it's usually in the bottom part of the hen house. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.